It's your host, Holly, and it's time for a little teaser talk.
Louder Than Life, America's loudest festival returns to Louisville this September with Slayer, Deftones, Avenged Sevenfold, Bring Me the Horizon, plus Sleep Token, Suicide Boys, Bad Omens, Rob Zombie, A Perfect Circle, Marilyn Manson, Evanescence, Knocked Loose, 3 Days Grace, Lamb of God, and so many more. Louder Than Life. September 18th through 21st in Louisville, Kentucky. Passes are on sale now at louderthanlifefestival.com.
What is going on, everyone? It is time for a little teaser talk. And I am super excited because, I have recently been music festivals and I just came back from incarceration. So it's like metal, tattoo music festival. But honestly, I'm super excited to, don't get me wrong, I love you metal guys and gals, but I'm super excited to talk to a niche that's very close and near and dear to my heart. And that is emo. So I'm super excited to chat with these guys. Welcome to the show, the band Light Ghost. How's going on, guys?
It's going good. How are you? Thanks for having us.
Oh my gosh, I'm super excited. I know I was thrilled when I was listening to your guys' upcoming, just released new single, which we'll talk about. But I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a big, huge sucker for emo. So thank you for putting out the music that you guys do.
Awesome. Perfect. Glad you like it.
So let's get to know each other. Tell me what's your guys' story. What really got you guys together to really do this crazy thing called music?
I think Gage tells the best story, the best version of the story, so I'll let him take it away.
What got us started playing music?
Yeah, how did you guys form? Tell me a little bit of your backstory.
Okay, sure. So my name is Gage. I sing. This is Noel. He plays guitar. We were in a pop punk band previous to this. That band broke up, and then we decided to start a new band, which was actually something heavier previously. This band used to be heavier. Then from there, we just started making music together, and we had a drummer at the time that was friends with this guy over here. If you want to introduce yourself.
My name's Andrew. I play guitar. Our previous drummer kind of hit me up. We've been friends since forever, and he was like, "Hey man, I'm joining this band. I need a guitar player," and enter me. Then followed by Tyler. Eventually,
I basically got picked up off the street by Gage because I posted a Set It Off cover on bass just because I liked the bass tone of that song, and Gage was like, "This guy."
That is awesome. I love it. That's so cool how you guys all just kind of formed together, and here we are enjoying your music. Well, I guess technically enjoying the podcast, but
Yeah.
That's awesome. So let's talk about your guys' new single and sound. Better Now has been making waves. What was the inspiration behind the track, both lyrically and musically?
Lyrically, that song was inspired by, so there was a night where there was a very specific night where we were at an emo night at a bar called Brass Monkey in San Antonio. And all of us had recently just gone through breakups. And I remember we were there, it was supposed to be a good time, and everybody was just kind of on their phone and looking real bummed out, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember that specific moment, and I'm pretty sure everybody was texting their ex and stuff, if I'm being honest. and so that specific moment, I took that as inspiration lyrically to write the song Better Now. And then as far as musically is concerned, it's actually the first song for us where I wanted to do something a little more unique because I also listen to a lot of EDM as well. And I wanted to combine our emo sound with an EDM sound and try to make something a little unique. So I think sonically it's our first song like it. And I think it's kind of unique. At least I hope so. That was the intention. So
yeah, that's awesome. A little E-square, a little emo, EDM.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I always love a good story that starts with a laugh. It's it's going to be a good story. You're like, okay, got to lean in for this one. That's cool though. It's I think we've all can relate. And if you haven't, then I guess somebody's been single, or I guess they found the one off the bat. But that's awesome to see how you guys can turn that sad emo, if you will, moment into something that has really kind of blown up for you guys. So you had mentioned earlier, talking about the sound of the band, the evolution of it. How does your sound now, this new single that you guys have just dropped, how does it How do you guys see it, the evolution of the band, and how did that kind of happen? I know you guys started heavier, now you're a little bit more emo. Would you say that this new single is a peep into the future for the sound of the band?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, most definitely.
It's probably gonna lean it more even into that direction. So if you like Better Now, then hopefully whoever's listening will like the upcoming music as well.
Yeah.
You like it better now, you're gonna love it more the future. I don't know. It sounded good in my head, but okay.
It's all better now.
It's better.
It's all better now. So speaking of things that are better, best, awesome, you guys just hit 50,000 streams. Congrats. That's a huge milestone. What does that mean for the band, and what does that mean for you guys as far as the, momentum you guys have building?
Yeah, so we hit 50,000 streams on Better Now specifically, which was our biggest. I know it was the biggest first week that we've ever had. I think it was the biggest first month as well, if I'm not mistaken. Now it's not our biggest song just yet, but I'm hopefully that shows that it's on trajectory to, beat all our previous efforts, and then hopefully with the new music we have around the corner, that's going to do even better.
Nice. I love that. So, your sound blends raw emotion with musical grit. How do you balance that nostalgia driven emo influence within a modern age to have it kind of still be like new and fresh, but still have that nostalgia influence in it?
That's a really good question. So that was kind of like we all do come from like the Warped Tour scene, and that's like our bread and butter, and that is like our core, right? But I did want to do something a little unique, and I also listened to a lot of artists like the Chainsmokers or Linium or Said the Sky, and I really wanted to take inspiration from those sounds and kind of blend it with the Warped Tour sound into something that sounds hopefully unique. I was listening. My favorite band right now is Bill Murray, and they blended metal and country, which is this crazy like sound, right? And obviously we sound nothing like that, but I thought it was really cool that they kind of took inspiration from two different worlds and kind of tried to make something unique, which is what we're trying to accomplish as well. So I guess that, is what would make it hopefully sound fresh and modern while still being kind of a nostalgic form of music.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. And
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm gonna add on to it too, because like it also came at a time where we were also wanting to write differently as well, because like Gage had mentioned that we were a lot heavier previously, and that's where the effort lied with trying to make kind of like the post-hardcore music and the just things that were heavier with more riffs and just a lot of distortion and all that. But
the incarceration stuff.
The incarceration stuff. Yeah, no, I got a whole weekend of that, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, so we were really trying to fit into that mold, and like we tried for a while, and I just think that maybe at certain points at different times we just kind of weren't on the same page with each other. So enough time had passed that I think with this effort, we all came together to see a particular vision, and we were all on board with it. And so it was kind of all for the better, and it turned out really well. And so we're just, we're all happy with it. And I think we're just going to let it ride and kind of see where all of this like cohesiveness takes us.
Nice. So for those fans, I mean, because you guys been doing music for almost a little over 10 years, right? So you guys originally formed
like 10 years, yeah.
Yeah. So obviously over 10 years, you guys have fans. How did your fans respond or react to the switch up of your sound?
I have asked a lot because this song's like my baby. It's also the first song that I co-produced as well. Normally I was just a singer-songwriter. I actually stepped into a production role on this one as well. So it really, and it was the new direction. I wrote it about like a specific time in our lives and stuff. So it was a really special song to me. So I was kind of sampling around with people and asking, when we played it live, I would ask people about that specific song after the set. I would show it to friends and family and stuff, and ask what they thought or whatever. And people seem to think it's the best song we've ever written. So I don't know if they're just, blowing smoke, but it seems to be everybody's favorite. So I'm hopefully it's, all that effort paid off.
That's awesome. I'm sure too, like you said, you guys are finally in tune, or you guys feel like, everyone's on the same page and you guys are cohesive on that sound. So I'm sure that also shows and reflects, whether it be a live performance or recorded music, that it's like, oh, damn, these guys nailed it, because you guys are all in sync, if you will.
Yeah. Speaking of NSYNC, no, I'm just kidding.
No, speaking of NSYNC, no, I'm joking. I don't know. I was trying to find something else to lead in. No, but let's talk about. You guys have a cool collaboration that you guys have been worked on, promoting. Let's kind of talk about that. the collaboration with Ryan Cabrera. How did that ever happen, and how did that come to? And that's awesome, by the way.
You want to take that one? I feel like I'm doing all the talking.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that came about just as an honest effort to want to make a cover. We were doing kind of like an on and off cycle at the time where we would go into the studio and record an original, but for every original, we wanted to do a cover. And we felt that was like a good way to just keep things fresh and to have ideas flowing constantly about whether it's with our own music or just something that we were trying to make our own. Anyway, so we were doing the Chainsmokers covers, and then we had that Justin Bieber cover of Ghost. So it was in the pop realm, and Gage did a good job at kind of anticipating what songs were gonna kind of be on the number ones on the charts and all that. And so that's where we were deciding on what covers to do. Well, at the time, funny enough, I kind of was not really wanting to do like pop covers just because of the style of music we were doing. I couldn't find a way to, I guess, be on board with it because I was like, dude, like a pop song? I don't know, dude. Like that doesn't sound very cool. Anyway, it turned out well, but then I was like, instead of kind of fighting it, I wanted to suggest something that I can participate in too, at least like creatively. So I was like, oh, hey, dude, we should really do this Ryan Cabrera cover. We should do All the Way Down. It's one of my favorite songs. I know that's probably one of all of our favorite songs. And we all agreed on it, and we made the cover. We went over to Corey, our producer here in San Antonio. Shout out Corey, we love you. And it turned out really well, and we didn't expect it to go anywhere except to be kind of a part of our cover catalog. And turns out that through some networking with Andrew, and if he wants to chime in, then feel free to jump in. But like his network also helped us kind of mesh this kind of weird connection through, like I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, right? Ryan's wife found it.
Yeah, so Ryan's wife, Alexa Bliss, the way the story goes, was searching for the song itself, like his song or covers of it or versions of it or something. Anyway, she came across ours. She loved it. She showed it to Ryan. He loved it. He showed it to his label, and the label cold emailed us and asked if we wanted to be a part of his 20th anniversary the celebration of that record. And he was going to put out a collaboration with us that was our cover that we already did. I was going to sing half the song, and then he was going to jump in and do vocals on half the song as well. Yeah, and we jumped at that opportunity because we were all fans of him in like middle school and stuff. So
yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh, who wasn't a fan of him, honestly? And if someone says that they weren't, they're totally liars, because that's truth. Man, that's super cool. Yeah, then that just kind of tells you though too. Like I know a lot of people like, I don't want to cover a song, this, that, and the other. But literally, you guys covering that and publishing it was the way it was discovered by his wife. And right. I'm curious, do you know if she found it like on Spotify, or did she find it like as a soundbite like on Instagram?
I think it was on YouTube. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure it was on YouTube.
You're like, D, none of the above. It was YouTube.
Yeah.
That's awesome, though. It's really cool to see how that, that really took off. Very cool. Well, with all that momentum going, obviously, you guys are hitting awesome numbers. You guys are growing. What does the rest of 2025 look like for you guys? And this is teaser talk, so I love to share some teasers.
Okay. Yeah. Well, luckily for you, we just set some dates yesterday. I think it's September 19th, right? Yeah, no, I'm giving it all away. September 19th.
Let's say it all.
We have our next single from this upcoming EP. So Better Now is the first one. We have the next single coming out called "Wish You the Best." Okay, and then I want to say we have the EP coming out later in the year, looking like Halloween, but we got to do the logistics of that. It would be cool for Light Ghosts to put out their record on Halloween, though, just saying. And then there is a tour in September, nationwide, still being booked, so I don't have the specifics about that yet, but we will be on the road in September.
Very cool. Well, I definitely will peel my eyes and make sure I stay posted to see all those announcements and things like that. So it's super awesome. So real quick before I let you guys go and getting back to, doing your favorite covers of your favorite boy bands. I'm kidding because I love it. But, I would love to ask you guys, from the scene of the music evolution, you guys have seen it go. I mean, I feel like we're about the same age. We talk the same language. We like the same things. you guys have seen, even not even just necessarily from a performer standpoint, but as a consumer of music, you guys have seen it go from CDs, MP3s, so on and so forth. What would you say from experiencing music and the evolution of it? What's been the biggest lesson you guys have learned as a band over the last decade, whether it be for something about evolving and staying current, or whether it be just lessons learned in general when it comes to performing?
That's a good one. Anybody have any ideas on that one? Oh, Tyler's got it.
Here it is.
Biggest lesson that I've learned in this whole experience is be like future forward and fail forward. Like every time a new app has come out, and I was a big proponent of like being a hater on TikTok just because I was too stuck in like what I'm used to via Instagram or whatever, just to learn that it's probably for your benefit to at least be flexible when new things come out and give them a try, especially if you already know how to create content, instead of siloing yourself off in one avenue.
Boom, mic drop.
Good job, Tyler. That was a good answer.
With some finger snaps. But that's awesome though, because a lot of people do kind of like, oh, I'm not gonna do that. That's a poser thing, or I'm not gonna do this because I don't like change. But, if you guys didn't evolve, I know YouTube's been around for a while, but let's just say you're like anti-YouTube, you guys would have never had that opportunity to be discovered potentially. So
Right.
I think that's a total hammer on the nail on the hammer, whatever that saying goes, whatever it is.
Nail on the head.
There it is. Awesome. One last question. I know I said that was the last one, but I promise this is the last one. What do you hope for fans, both new and old, take away from this new chapter of Like Ghosts?
I hope that they enjoy the new, unique sound that is combining, like I said, the EDM world with the Warped Tour world. I hope we do something special in that, and it translates to the fans. And then also lyrically, a lot of these songs for the first time in a long time for our music is about, real experiences that we've had, and hopefully things that everyone can relate to. And I hope that, it is emo music after all. So I hope that if, any of these songs speak to any of these people, that it's a little something that can hopefully, make those moments in life a little easier.
That's awesome. I thought you were about to say, I hope you cry to it. I hope you cry. I'm joking. That is awesome.
You can cry to it, and then hopefully you feel a little bit better afterwards, and that other people have gone through something similar.
And then
100%. I guess that's why I've always loved emo music, is it is like obviously emotion, right? But it's also like feeling that feeling and not feeling alone, if that makes sense.
Yeah, we want to be the soundtrack to your hard times.
I love it. Well, you guys are about to get a lot more downloads from this girl over here. No, I'm kidding. That's awesome. Well, thanks guys so much. I can't wait to see you guys on tour. Hopefully you guys will be coming. I'm just north of you guys, so I'm in Oklahoma. So hopefully I will catch you guys on a date when you guys are nearby. If not, I guess I can always hop on an airplane and travel, because that does exist. But everyone listening out there, you guys, make sure you go tune into them on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you guys listen to your music from. And also, of course, follow them on social media. Again, thanks guys so much. I really appreciate your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Teaser Talk. Head over to teasertalk.com to subscribe so you don't miss out on another episode. Until next week, keep rocking.